My name is Leslie. I am 17, almost 18 at the time of this letter. Growing up, I've believed in paranormal. It was later in life where I've personally seen and experienced my own paranormal events. I'm sensitive to spirits and often feel their presence. Here are some of my paranormal experiences. This event happened when I was around 13 and in my house. Before I tell the story, I need to describe and explain my house. I have a small, average house. The living is connected to the dining room, which connects to the kitchen. Growing up, my family was very respectful of the dead. I say this because in the corner of the dining room stands a small black table where we would keep urns of passed away pets and family members. I grew up around the dead in a sense. I had a small old keyboard flip phone. I stood between the kitchen and dining room while my dad does dishes. I charge my phone while we chat. One of our topics was about my aunt, who had passed away mouthed to a year of drug overdose prior to the story happening. The funny moments we had with her, I hear something on the TV which caught my interest. I tell my dad I'll be right back and take 6 steps to the living room to peep at the TV. It was at most 3 seconds. I go back to my spot and talk to my dad again. Then I noticed my phone was gone. I look everywhere and I couldn't find it. I asked my dad if he had moved, but I knew it would be impossible because he was still washing the same dish. He barely moved, and the sink was a good reach away from where my phone was. If he moved, I would have seen or heard it, just as I assumed. He said he didn't touch it. In a matter of seconds, my phone vanished. My dad sighs and pulled out his phone. He calls my number, and there's silence until I heard the familiar ringtone. I turned my head, and it was coming from the table with the urns on it. I go to it, and there was my phone, sitting behind the urn of my aunt who we had just talked about.